And here we are, so close to the top of our Topics Top 10. But before we name the musician we're most surprised wasn't killed by drugs, here are a few honorable mentions.
No one, Mr. Nice Guy.
Megadeth founder Dave Mustaine got himself turfed from Metallica in the band's early days thanks to his short fuse, bad attitude, and substance abuse problems.
Once I put something into my body, I can't stop.
But man, can he play guitar.
Look, I've done it all. I've seen it all. It doesn't work.
Helping Mustaine to get on the straight and narrower was Alice Cooper, who's lasted over 5 decades in the rock world. He clawed his way onto the wagon in the 80s and never looked back.
Or a man who makes potions in a bottle and shoe.
In his heyday, no one could hold a candle in the wind to Elton John when it came to illicit substances. But he cleaned up, and now he's a knight in shining tracksuit.
Oh, make me over.
Whole frontwoman Courtney Love shot to fame after marrying Nirvana leading man Kurt Cobain, and the two had a tortured rock romance. While Cobain did die prematurely, Love's battled for decades to get clean, and she claims she has. However, the pair's daughter recently alleged that her dog died after downing some of Courtney's pills.
I've been clean and sober for a fucking year, so all these drug jokes are, retarded. Jokes.
What do you gotta do to be #1 on this list?
But there's one man whose unbelievable stories, well-documented substance abuse, and uncanny ability to keep on living against all odds earn him the top spot. #1 on our Topics Top 10 goes to Rolling Stone, Keith Richards.
You've heard the stories: 5 trials on drug charges, used heroin till the late 70s, quit cocaine after falling out of a tree in 2006, was Johnny Depp's inspiration for Captain Jack Sparrow, snorted his father's ashes.
I could not resist. I just scooped him up there, took out a straw, and see you dead.
Cocaine is a drug that can be smoked, it can be snorted, it can be rubbed on your lips and on your gums. But the most popular way of using cocaine is really just to snort it because it goes through the membranes of the nose and gives you an immediate high within minutes.
Richards credits his endurance to high-quality drugs and never using more than necessary, whatever that means. Either way, it's not unfair to wonder how this Rolling Stone made it to old age.
At the end of the day, it's hard to tell if the use of these drugs for all these musicians helped or hindered the creative process. I really think that these guys were an enormous talent to begin with and probably could have achieved what they achieved without the use of drugs. Maybe not have had such a good time in their careers, but at the end of the day, the long-term effects of the drugs are evident. You can see that there are overdoses and liver failure and so on, and that's just what we know now. I mean, the future is still to come.
Hope you've enjoyed our Topics Top 10. We'll see you next time.
Doesn't having a relapse center, relapse center.
Motley Crue member Nikki Sixx finds himself at #2. I'm not going to do this.
Eric Clapton is known for his spending thousands of pounds on heroin each week. Sorry, I sound drunk there, like Ron Burgundy. Just give me a bag of Coke, as I'm like.
So the thing about heroin is that it is a type of drug that mellows you out a little bit. It tends to give you a sort of laid-back, calm elation or euphoria, which is really, really good for fueling creativity.
So I just did the top 10 musicians who surprisingly didn't die from drugs. And looking at these guys, I've got an idea that maybe you can recycle some of them for a new top 10 list. Say, top 10 celebrities who look like pets.